Hello guys, so let's make a wig with kanekalon braiding hair. Yeah, if you're on budget this week, will definitely give you everything you need to slay. Or if you are this type that is allergic to human hair, then come on, let's make a wig for you. So grab yourself an expression braiding hair of your choice. As you can see, I'm using these two colors, so rush out and get some for yourself.
Like, can you see how you're not gonna know this a conical hair except I tell you? You think is a human hair because the way it feels so very soft, like and very light. As you can see, it's so light and soft. So
Heading on, I will be using this color one, right? That is black. This will be the main color I'll be using. Okay, so I went ahead to unravel it and then I'll be cutting it into two, and I will be using just half of this bag, right? Yeah, so you get what I mean, right? So let's give it a cut. Yeah, so I'll be keeping half. I just use only half of the black. Get me right? Yeah. So heading on to the next color. This is color 33, right? So for this one, I will be cutting it into two, just like I did for the black, right? I just went ahead and unravel it first and then put my scissors in the middle and cut it into two. Okay, and I will be using just half of it, right? Just like we did with the black. Yeah, take out this, cut it into two, keep the other one. I won't be touching it at all. Then the remaining one, I still went ahead to cut it again into two. You get me right? So that I'm doing this because I needed something like an umbra look. I needed the black to be down, to be at the tips of the hair, if you get what I mean. Don't worry, while watching you understand um what I mean, right? So while we are preparing the hair, let's quickly listen to this true life story. Okay?
I'm in love with my co-wife. My husband and I got married last year. Before we got married, he promised I was going to be his only wife. Early this year, my husband decided to get another wife. I was so sad and angry. I felt betrayed. I wanted to flee from the marriage but already had a child for him. Back in the days, I was into girls, but as a Muslim, I had to kill that urge, coupled with the fact that my husband is a very known ustaz. He is the Imam of my area. He is well known for his Islamic knowledge. When he showed me pictures of his wife to be, I wasn't impressed. I knew I was better looking than her. So I couldn't understand. On the day of the marriage, I decided to travel back to my parents' house. I stayed there for a whole week before coming back. When I came back home, I was very reluctant to meet the co wife. I didn't see her for another 2 days. The day I finally saw her, oh my god, she looked like a mermaid. So beautiful and light skinned. Our eyes locked, and I could just feel the chemistry. I knew she felt it too. I came in to hug her and welcome her in. That was the best hug I had for a long while. I could feel her body against mine. I went back to my room and I couldn't stop thinking about her. I could see why my husband wanted her. A month after my husband married her, he traveled for business meetings. I was alone with my child and my co wife. We kept staring at each other and we couldn't control ourselves. We had to do the do. It was magical. We have been doing this very frequently. At first, I felt bad for him, but I no longer care. If he had kept to his words, I wouldn't have a co wife in the first place. The problem now is I don't enjoy sex with my husband anymore, and my co wife is becoming more spontaneous. She wants us to do it everywhere, at every opportunity. My husband is so happy we get along. My co wife is suggesting we kill him and share his inheritance and also become proper secret lovers. I can't kill my husband. She's threatening to expose us if I don't comply. I love my husband so much and I don't want him dead. but I live in the north. If this ever gets exposed, I'll be killed for lesbianism and I have a child, so I'm confused on what to do. Now I have feelings for my co-wife too.
Guys, this is serious and she really needs our advice. Please, 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 if you have an advice or suggestion for her, just drop it in the comments box. She will really read through, okay? So going back to the wig we are making, I hope we are not distracted. They kind of I just wanted to keep us busy with something, right? So everything we're doing so far is clear. All this process, if you're working with a wig and I have a lace on it, you wouldn't have to go sew down and all of this. Okay, so going straight to crocheting the hair is a very simple way. You can crochet the hair the way you know how to, but yeah, this is how this one was done. Okay, put your nitpicker through your wig cap and then loop the hair in twice and then knot so that it won't lose. Very important, please. If you're using this formula, make sure you knot it 2 times so that it will not lose in any way, right? Very, very important. Okay. So yeah, let's listen to this next story. This one comes with a whole lot of lesson for both of us to learn with. One thing in life is you don't have to wait for things to happen to you before you learn from it. You learn from others people experience, right? Let's go ahead and listen to this story and then let's grab one or two why we still keep making our week, right?
My friend doesn't let anyone into her house after 9:30 and I just found out why. They are the happiest couple I've ever met. Like, if you didn't believe in love, this couple will make you believe in it. But one evening, it all came crashing down. I arrived at my friend's house at 5 p.m. sharp. She's obsessed with time, always wondering why someone is a minute late or a minute early, as if she's a detective and you are in her interrogation room. So one day, she called me to her house because me and her planned a movie night. But we had to start the movie night at 5 a.m. because she never let anyone into her house after 9:30. So as I went to her house, I immediately smelled moi moi. I was hoping they were for us, but my friend brought a big bowl of popcorn and some drinks, which was fine. I didn't want to complain and lose her trust, not allowing me into her house anymore. So after the movie we were watching ended, my friend went upstairs to find another movie. I decided to give myself a tour of her house. And here's when things started to go wrong. I was just glad that she was letting her friends back into her life. She hardly even post a picture since she became a couple with her now husband. Then we started the second movie and she fell asleep. And when I checked my phone, it was 9:15. I wanted to start going even when I knew she wouldn't wake up anytime soon. Cause honestly, my friend is the sweetest person, but once it's 9:30, no one can enter her house. So I went to the kitchen to grab a glass of water before leaving, and I saw the moi moi on the counter. I was like, I can eat one because it was a lot, so much 100 people could eat. After I finished eating, I turned on the water on the sink to wash my hands, but I was trying to be really quiet because I didn't want to wake her up. The water didn't wake her up, but my scream did. What I saw, I screamed so loudly and raised my head to see the clock in the kitchen. It was 9:31. While washing my hands carefully, trying to make sure I don't wake my friend up, I saw the scariest thing of my life. The whole pot of moi moi no longer had moi moi in it. It was filled with maggots, including the plate I just ate from. Immediately I screamed. My friend woke up and ran towards me. She kept shouting and screaming, asking me why I ate the moi moi without her permission. And it was now 9:35. Her husband, who had been upstairs all this while, came down with blindfolds, repeatedly saying, "Honey, it's time." I became so scared and wanted to leave, but my friend told me it was late already and the guests were already close by. Guests? I asked. What guest? My friend then told me to hide in the cupboard of the kitchen and make no sound. She hid me and immediately went to join her husband in the sitting room. Within 10 minutes, the whole house was filled with weird people. They looked like they were floating and spoke languages that don't sound human. I was so scared. I didn't know where so many people came from at once. My friend and her husband joined them, but they were in blindfolds. They all came in and started eating the maggot infested moi moi, including my friend and husband. I was so scared and uncomfortable in the cupboard, I almost started to wee on my body. I kept asking myself why I took an unauthorized tour in my friend's house and why I ate the moi moi. Well, when they finished eating, it seemed as if they were about to leave. When one screamed, I thought I said every living person should be here before we arrive. So why is that person hiding in the cupboard? Come out now. I heard this. My whole soul left my body and they asked my friend to bring me out of the cupboard. They asked why I wasn't blindfolded as I received the beatings of my life. To make things worse, now I have taken an oath. I have to be at my friend's place by 9:30 to eat maggot infested moi moi with these creatures alongside my friend every day. And any day I fail to, I'll fall sick and die. It's been 2 months now and it gets scarier every time. Please, how do I get out of this cycle? I will never poke nose in any family business that doesn't concern me again. Please help me with suggestions.
Guys, please, if you have any suggestion for her, please go ahead and drop it in your comments box while we go back to what we are doing. Okay, now let me explain what have been going on here. You see that thread in the middle. The reason why I always do that anytime I'm making this kind of wig is to like to put a guideline for me, so I'll have a very straight pattern. Again, that's the reason why I put that black thread in the middle. Okay, this will help me to know the side I am crocheting. This is a very easy way of making your own closure with any hair you want. Okay, so go ahead and crochet until you're done crocheting, right? And when you're done, just go ahead and remove your pin and then slide out the thread, and you have a very straight pattern. As you can see, we have a very straight line. Okay, that is my hack. That is the way I achieve a straight pattern anytime I'm making my own closure myself. Okay, see that I use this thread or use a pencil or a pen to just outline it, right? So going over, I went ahead to grab my what's it called, the straw. This is a balloon straw. It's not the normal straw we all know. It's a balloon straw. It's stronger. So if you're getting a straw, get a straw that is stronger and then coil through. Now the coil pattern is not the same as any other coil you do. The coil pattern I'm going for is a pixie coil. Pixie coils are different. You don't twist why I'm achieving a pixie cut, right? I'm just gonna allow us pay attention on how to get a pixie coil on any hair, right? So what I'm trying to do is to use my T-pin to secure the hair, or a rubber band to secure the hair, or a bobby pin rather, to secure the hair on the straw, and then you just flip through. As you can see, I'm flipping, I'm not coiling, I'm just flipping through. If you're looking to achieve that pixie coil, right, you don't coil while wrapping it. Okay, yeah, let's use the word wrapping it through the straw. You just wrap it through the straw like you're wrapping. You don't twist the hair while you're turning it. Just wrap it through. That is how to achieve a pixie coil, right? It's a very simple method. I'm just gonna allow us to watch. Just pay close attention to it. You will understand what I did here, right?
When I'm up through the night, I can't turn down the noise. Tear all the worries out of my mind about who I'm supposed to be. I start to believe I can't get it right. Remember the days I let slip away. They were simpler times. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are. Don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars. You'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon.
compass was wrong, and I'm still on my way closer each day to where I belong. I'm still rolling the dice, praying sometimes it don't last it long. I'm losing my faith, I'm walking away from what you knew all along. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon. I bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon.
So after coiling, the next stage is simple. Get the hot water, boiling hot water, pour it inside a bowl, and then soak the hair inside the bowl. Right? So make sure the hot water touch every part of the hair, and then air dry it, allow it to dry. And this is the next day. The hair is all dry. Now it's time to unravel. It's very, very easy to unravel. First of all, take away the rubber band or bobby pin you use to secure the hair, and make sure you grease your palm while walking, while unraveling it. Make sure your palm is greased, like just grab a little bit of oil or Vaseline, any which one on your palm, and then quickly do what? Unravel it. It's very simple to achieve, right?
Dancing on the moon. When you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are. Don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars. You'll be dancing, dancing
And when
on
you're
the
done, the hair should look like this. Like this is a style on its own. You can actually rock your wig like this. But yeah, we're going for something fuller. As you see the pattern of coils we achieve is a pixie coil. So we're gonna go ahead and still unravel the hair to make it fuller, to get that kinky look, a kind of like afro bigger look, right? So I'm just gonna go into unraveling, and when unraveling any hair, make sure you grease your palm, okay, to make everything smoother when you're doing it. It's very easy. As you can see, I've done half one part of it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and show us how I did that. Okay, it's very simple. So yeah, your wig is ready. Like as you can see, it's very full. Exactly the way I like it. So let's go ahead and put it on and sleeping like that. Is very, very easy to make. This is how the inside looks, as you can see. So
So
okay.
this is the final look. This is how it looks on me, and I love the outcome. It came out looking so very fine, and I love the fullness of the hair. Like, what do you think about the style? Like, thank you guys for watching till now. I hope this video was helpful. I'm sure it was. At least you learned something new. You learned something new, right? If you did, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to support your girl by clicking on the subscribe button, then on the notification button to know when I upload new videos. I'll be leaving now, and to see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.